here today. Sorry for the late start. My apologies to you all. We're here today to talk about a show we are promoting on the 9th of May at the Wembley Arena in London, and we thank Frederick's Restaurant today for hosting the press conference to announce it. The show will feature Billy Joe Saunders and Eubank Jnr, not against each other, in separate fights. Billy Joe will be having a fight, hopefully before he's fighting the winner of Andy Lee and Quillen. He was supposed to fight in the States on the 11th of April, but unfortunately sustained an injury, and that's why he didn't travel. So now we're keeping him busy by giving him a fight on the 9th of May. We had hoped to announce the opponent this morning, but we can't do that. We will do that later on this afternoon once we get the confirmation back from America that the contract we sent is signed. Also on the card, in the joint main event, is Eubank Jnr, who will be defending his interim WBA World Middleweight title against Les Sheringham from Australia. He's had, like both these guys, they've had some tough fights, their last few fights. Bill, I think, has fought 6 or 7 undefeated fighters on the spin. I think that's the amount it is. So, you know, as I say, he's done everything that's been asked of him. 21-0, perfect record. And young Christopher, as we know, last year fought against Bill and lost points decision, and has subsequently become the interim WBA champion, done brilliantly in his last fight. So he's out there and he's defending that title against Sherrington. Sherrington, I believe, will give him a solid fight. He's a decent, solid performer. He has a win over Shannon Taylor. And obviously I want to see these two guys get to a situation by the end of the year that they fight each other in a rematch. In the meantime, you know, hopefully Bill comes back with a WBO title, and then we've got an amalgamation or unification of titles. So that's what we're working to do with the two guys. There's an era at the moment developing again in the middleweight division, which I think goes back to what, you know, the sort of glory and heydays of the late 80s and 90s when Chris's dad was fighting, Nigel Benn. We're in a similar situation now with what's going on with these two guys and a few of the other middleweights that are around. So hopefully we'll get to a stage where we can see some of them exciting fights that we had back in those times amongst some of the middleweights in the UK at the moment. In the meantime, they've got to keep winning their fights before we get this unification. Also on the card will be Frank Buglioni defending his WBO European title, Bradley Ski, Mitchell Smith, and amongst others. So it's a cracking little show that we're looking forward to putting on, and looking forward to, as I say, the guys coming through so that we can then move on to a much bigger stage in the next year with a huge fight. And I think that's certainly going to be good. Anyway, we've got the guys here. We've got Chris's manager and trainer, Ronnie Davis. So if you've got any questions to ask, please feel free to do so.
The seat master for Sherrington.
I found out, I heard his name today. So, don't know who he is, don't know what he's about.
That's his record.
I was told I was supposed to be fighting a man called Spike O'Sullivan, who has been gunning for me for the last 2 years, and apparently he's pulled out. His management team don't want to fight. I don't know the full story, but no one's telling me I'm fighting this guy from Australia. It really doesn't matter. I'm not interested in any of those guys. I'm interested in a rematch with the man sitting across from me in the pink shirt, and that's what I'm working towards. You know, that's all I care about is redeeming my loss.
Pink shirt's all the wins still on my record.
Are you keen to do the rematch as soon as possible, or do you want
Listen. I gave him a shot. I was a champion. He didn't deliver. He come out. He had the mouth. I beat him. I'm cashing on my world title shot now. This is what happens. You get rewards when you're in big fights and you come victorious. My reward is WBO world title. I will get that. I will be a man to my word. I said I'll give him a rematch. When I get it, we sit down on my terms and we'll do the rematch. Yeah, not a problem. And I'll beat him more easier this time than I did last time.
Do you expect Andy Lee to beat you?
To be fair, it's a 50-50 fight, you know. Quillen's not really been hit on the chin, he's not really been tested. I'm sure Andy Lee will. You know, Andy Lee's been in some tough fights himself, so, you know, it's a 50-50 fight.
Would that world title fight be in America if Quillen wins, or?
If Andy Lee wins, this would be in the UK. And you think Andy Lee, you sort of talk about this 90s situation again with the middleweights. It's a bit like Steve Collins. He's like the modern day Steve Collins, you know, from that point of view. And he adds spice to the situation. I hope he wins, and I think, like Bill says, it's a 50-50 fight. Whatever happens, at the end of the day, we've got a great, you know, some really great fights can be made here amongst all these guys, and they are, you know, they're quality young fighters. They're the best around. They've livened up this division in a big way. So let's keep our fingers crossed that Andy Lee wins and that they all keep winning.
Right, with Spike.
Spike O'Sullivan was offered the fight by my matchmaker. They agreed terms. Subsequently, they came back and demanded astronomical money that if he were to beat Chris, not him, his manager came back for astronomical money after we agreed terms, and it just wasn't viable. We're not going down that road, and it's a shame really, because Spike's a nice guy, and you know, we promoted him for a long time.
Is he?
And,
I didn't know that. Sorry? He's a nice guy, huh?
well, I think he's a nice guy.
Have you seen what he's been saying to me
No,
for the last 2 years?
What's he been saying?
The guy's obsessed. The guy's, you know, it's like he's in love with me. He's tweeted me probably every week for the last 2 years, and you know, now he gets his shot.
You know, you didn't send a tweet his manager.
Well, you know,
And then
some talk. You know, the way he goes on. You know, he talks like he fight me for free, and now he's got his chance, and they can't do the fight because they're asking for too much money.
So great, and it's a shame really, but you know, he had his biggest payday ever. I'm sure if he lost his payback, it was against Bill, and this would have been up there, probably even a bigger one. So it's a shame for him, and it's a shame for you know, the public. So I think it's a fight they all wanted to see, but that's what it is. His promoter is a guy who sings in a band called the Dropkick Murphy.
There's also some talk about Eubank having a rematch clause. I think lads
No, there was no rematch.
No rematch.
At all.
Bill, did you see Chris' performance against Eubank? You earned a lot of respect from the fans in that performance. Did you see it?
Sorry, mate.
Did you see his fight against Eubank where he won the belt?
Yeah, I was there. I was working on the night. I'll see bits of it. But you know, Chudinov is what he is. You know, he's a comfortable swinger. You know, if he landed 10 punches on me for 12 rounds, I would be very upset. I think Chris made hard work of it. You know, I think that, you know, he done well to get him out there before the end of the round. But listen, he is what he is. He's not a class fighter, is he? Let's face it. He's been here. He got a draw Patrick Mendy. He got a Max Maxwell. I think he just got beat by him. Yeah, I'll give him probably a 1 out of 10 performance for the opponent, but he got the win. That's the main thing.
Ronnie, what did you make of Chris's performance against Eubank?
I thought he boxed really well. Put the weight back on properly first fight, nice and strong. Yeah, I thought he boxed well.
What will you be working on moving forward?
Sorry?
What will you be working on with him moving forward?
I didn't know.
In terms of the areas that you think he still needs to improve?
He's alright as he is, so he'll be right. Just, I don't work on nothing special. He's there, he knows what he's got to do, he'll be in the right spot, and prepare as always. You know, fight's a fight. Good old school, me, like that, that's the way it is.
Frank, do you think it helps that you promote both of these guys to get a rematch in the summer?
Well, I'm sure, you know, as I say, I think Bill said there'll be a rematch, and It's about when and where. And I'm sure the public are called for that, and it's got to be done at the right time. I think really, before we get to that, they've got to focus on the 9th of May, because we've seen all big fights suddenly go out the window, rematches and whatever. And when guys are not focusing on what they've got in front of them. And I think what they need to do is get the guys that they're going to be facing on the 9th of May out the way, and then see where we go from there. Yeah, the 11th of May is quite an important situation as well. As I said earlier, the Andy Lee Quillen fight is going to determine a lot of things as well. So, it's really interesting times.
But there seems to be an appetite for these two. Amongst themselves.
You haven't got.
It's more than an appetite. The argument is he wants to fight for a world title. The world title's right here.
That's not world title.
It's a world title.
Do you call that world title? Yeah.
It's
Be mad. That's
this makes me
that
higher in the
makes
rankings than you.
rankings, yeah.
So,
Check the WBC, WBO.
What you want to do is not worry.
Not with box rec, whatever else. Listen.
All
Alright, the rankings, box rec, I've beat you. Chris, I've beat you, mate, yeah? You've been beat. I've beat you. Yeah? You know I beat you.
Come on.
Right, did you win that fight?
You were holding on for dear life for 6
Right,
rounds.
let me tell you one thing. Can I ask you one question? Do you think you won that fight?
Of course I do.
Right, Ronnie, I respect him. He's an extremely knowledgeable man. Ronnie, did you come up to me on the night of that fight at the last show when we boxed last and said, well done, Billy Joe, you was the deservable winner?
What's that got to do with me?
I'm asking you, I'm trying to train you.
My trainer.
Thank you very much, Ronnie.
This is not
End of story.
this is-
You're deluded, man. You're deluded. You're on drugs.
You're not a better fighter.
You must be on drugs. I'm a better fighter than you because I beat you.
public
I
know-
beat you already.
The public
I
know-
beat you already. Listen, let me
The
tell you one
bookies
thing.
know-
You will get a rematch when I want to give you a
Gypsies
rematch.
are coming up
And
to
you
me
will be
telling me,
on
you
mine.
know what? You beat him.
Yeah?
Gypsies, your own people.
Oh, well, I see.
How would Spike get on against Christian?
Spike can knock him out cold. 100%. Let me tell you what. If he's shooting off, I gamble with him. I'll have £10,000 with him now. Spike can knock him out cold. I know he will. 1,000,000% fact. It's no good you pulling them little eyes because you know you get knocked out.
I'm shocked. I'm shocked.
I know you're shocked. You're shocked you got beat by me. That's why you're shocked for. You're not over it.
shocked.
It's gone now. It's gone 5 months ago. Yeah?
You know what's coming.
You know.
wanna
You know.
fight me.
All right. Listen. It's right. You saying that. You know. You know what already come to you, son. I beat you. You got beat. You've lost. You've lost.
Hey,
Your O's
I have
gone.
lost on my record,
Hang on,
sure.
but your O here.
Are you a better
Your O's in
fighter
that
than me?
pocket there.
Never.
Your O's in that pocket.
Never.
Take your little belt home and hold your trousers up. Because that's all that's good for. You ain't got no good belts, man. I've got the best belts. I've got the best. I'll be fighting for a WBO as well. So what's that? That's
No one wants to see
international.
that.
I'll tell you what I've done. I won the WBO International Continental, what you want to call it. I ain't even got the belt yet for it because I don't want it.
It's not international.
I wouldn't bother
It's
doing that,
interim
man.
world
That's no
title.
good. Would you bother putting that in front of your mantelpiece?
Interim world title.
You can show that to your old grandkids when you get old and say, oh, listen, lie to them.
Come and get it.
Listen, come, I don't want it. Keep it.
You need
That's
it.
rubbish.
You need
But I'll
it.
tell you what I do.
Without
When
me,
I
you're
get the WBO world title,
Without
yeah,
me.
I'll give you a chance, like I said, I'm a man to my word, but on my terms and conditions, not
I
yours.
told you the other day.
Let me tell you one
the
thing,
most
people.
exciting
Yeah.
thing that's happened
Yeah.
in the entire
Let me
career.
tell you one thing now.
Everyone wants
When
to
you're
see
training
you
for a
fight.
fight, when you're training for a fight for a big fight, yeah, and you got someone clowning around, you don't know whether they're going to get in the ring with you and fight you or not. Do you not think that does you a bit mentally and you think, right, he's not getting in the ring with me, is he going to fight, is he not going to fight? But let me tell you now I know that I've got the win over him, next time when he fights me, from day one to the day I get in that ring, I know he's fighting because I've got his own. Yeah? When you're training for 6-7 weeks and people's in you and saying, I don't think he's going to fight you, are you going to be fighting, are you going to, listen, messing me about, I still got in there with all that, went through all the training camp, don't know whether he's going to fight or not, whether he's going to pussy out, and still beat him. Let me tell you, when I fight you again, little boy, you will get worse than again. 100,000,000% fact. You will get beat.
Worse
Do you know
again?
what? You will get stopped next time. I promise you this. You will get stopped. Listen, you know in that second round when I caught you, yeah, I caught you in that second
You were there
round.
for
You're
the last
laughing.
6 rounds.
Listen, you're there. Yeah,
You
you're
were there for the last
laughing.
6
When I
rounds.
caught you in that second round, you see your legs do a little dip. You know. Only me and you know. I caught you in that second round. You know you
My
was
legs
hurt.
did a dip.
You know you was hurt in that
I'm
second
going to watch
round.
the fight again because I don't remember that.
Oh, you best watch it again because you're the only man who thinks you won. I think you need to watch it with the sound on, mate.
I don't think so.
I think you need to watch what I was doing instead of watch what you was doing.
At the end of the day,
Staring
talk,
me
talk.
out.
The rematch is on the table.
You're the only man who trying to give you a bit of advice from the corner and tells him to shut up. What good is that? That's no good. You did. It's on camera. Everybody
Rematch is on
heard
the
it.
table. I'm ready when you want.
Listen, I'm ready when I'm ready. I've got something to do. I've got a lot of money to earn first. Yeah, I've got a lot of money to earn first. While you're sitting bright and clowning about the gym with your dad and moving up and down, I'm earning a lot of money. I beat you. My reward is
The
WBO
money you're
world
going to
title.
get for that fight is nothing compared to what you get for the rematch. So
What?
don't talk
No, yeah,
about
listen, and you know that as well. Listen, let me tell you
So
one
don't
thing.
talk about
Without
money.
me, you wouldn't have got
The
that money.
rematch
either.
is here, take it.
Let me tell you one thing. I
Everyone
guarantee
wants
you
to
now,
see
the
it.
money I'm getting for a world title, you'll never see in your life.
Everybody wants to see
Unless
it.
you fight me. Because listen, your biggest payday is me now, not my biggest
Everyone
payday
wants
you.
to see the
If I
rematch.
want to fight you,
There's no reason
I'll
to
give you a
talk about
payday. Listen, I'll give you a payday, 1,000,000% payday. Not you giving me it.
Give it to
I
me.
will be
I'm
the
ready.
champ.
I'm ready.
You ready, yeah? Fight Spike, then I'll give you it. How about
Spike
that?
doesn't want it.
Spike,
pulled
listen.
out.
Well,
Your boy-
sort
your
out a
boyfriend
Spike.
pulled out after 2 years of trying to get the fight. He's not here.
Yeah?
He should be where you're sitting right now. He's not. And you don't want it either.
I don't want it. I've already beat you
You
now.
don't want it. If you
I've
want
already
it, you
beat
take
you.
it. It's right here.
I've already beat you.
Let's fight on May 9th.
Right, what, you want to fight May 9th? Alright, double me, I'll tell you what I do, Frank. Double my purse for the world title and I'll fight May 9th. Not a problem.
No, we're not going to
That's not a problem. Is that
Hang
not a
on,
problem?
just stop.
Listen, I can't get any further.
Stop. I'm going to tell you. I'm not worried about. Just say what you said again. Double what?
Double my purse for the world title I'm getting and I'll fight in May 9th.
Right, okay.
Not a
That,
problem.
that sounds great. Let me just tell you. We're at Wembley. We're at Wembley. We are at Wembley Arena. So the size of that constricts that fight before we start. But we'll talk after this. But the most important thing is I think we're going to get a rematch down the road. There's no doubt about that, and it's a matter of when. And I know that it's eagerly awaited, and it's my job to deliver it. And also, what everyone's got to understand as well, I'm also Bill's manager, so I have to, from Bill's point of view, ensure that it's on the, if this does happen, it's on his terms, the terms that he wants.
It'll be on my terms because I've got the win. I'm the champion, and I will be WBO champion. I've said it from day one. I will come out that world title, whether it's Peter Quillen or Andy Lee. And when I beat you that night, I said after the fight, I will give you a shot. You will have a shot when I'm good and ready. No problem at all. Is that good for you, Chrissy boy?
I want it now. I want a shot.
We all want it now. I want my £1 million now, but I've got to work and earn it. You've got to work and earn it this time. I'll give you a shot.
You won't
last
beat
night.
Quillen, you won't beat Lee.
No?
I want you before they take you out.
Yeah, okay, well, you ain't got that chance now. Unless he doubles that, then you've got a chance in 6-7 weeks' time.
You're
Not a
scared,
problem.
Billy. You're scared.
Oh yeah, I'm scared, but I've already beat you once, man.
You're scared.
Listen, let me tell you one thing. It's important you saying I'm scared, right? I've already beat you, man.
There's no-
Have you got a loss in your record? Oh, let me check one thing. 1 second, 1 minute. Hang on, right.
Give him the win.
1 second. Right, Chris Eubank Jr. Hang on. Well, I can't even say the name. Win. Oh, lost. Who's that? That's Billy Joe Saunders there. That's on paper, mate. Hang on, let's look at Billy Joe Saunders now, yeah? Win. Oh, what's that? Hang on, he's not there because that's still all wins. Oh, here we are. Eubanks. Oh, wins, point decision. Look at that. That's in black and white. That is in black and white.
Paper isn't in the fight.
No? So, alright, and what's up with the rankings? What's the rankings about? That paper's not the right. That name mean nothing neither. Did the box rankings mean
Is
anything?
the fight
Yeah.
the public want to see, and that you.
100%. The public wanted to see it first of all. Yeah, I'd give it to the public. I didn't need to. What I could have done is box somebody from Australia or wherever I wanted to fight someone from, get the win over him, and still get me shot where I'm at now. But no, I'll put it on the line, give you a shot to take a chance to take my spot. You failed to do it. So therefore, you're going to have to wait now and earn your own shot back. Or you've got to wait till I win the world title till I'm good and ready to give you it. And this time, there will be no messing about not turning up to press conferences, not turning up to not else, and wasting everybody's time and everybody else who's set here, getting people to fly back from Spain and stuff like that. You will do what we say when we want to say. If not, you don't get the fight. Simple as that. There you go.
As long as I get the fight, you can have whatever you want.
Oh, thank you very much. Give me your purse as well, then.
Ron, does this have all the answer Denny Eubanks and
Yeah, of course it has, of course it has.
Watson all over again?
Yeah, it does.
I think it was something. They're
Yeah,
younger, aren't
they're younger, there's more, it's just a different era. Both really good, put respect on Joe, very much good fighter. Thought he just nicked it last time, but he can't win the second one. No disrespect.
Thanks for
I
no,
don't-
yeah,
I don't
no, thank you very
respect
much.
fighters, it's not
That's
my
his own
way.
train.
Things went wrong in the last fight, right? I'm not going to disclose what it was, it's been put right. He will win convincingly next time. Tell Tibbs he doesn't want no revenge. That's what's going to happen, and he definitely wants his. But you can't beat him though.
Listen, what I say, I respect Ronnie. Ronnie's an extremely good trainer. He's done extremely good things in boxing. You know, he's one of the most recognised names. But you can only benefit of someone like Ronnie if you want to sit down and listen to them. If you don't want to choose not to sit down and listen to them, and that is your own fault. Because I sit down and I listen to Jimmy Tibbs. I box to under orders. Yeah, because sometimes we fight for arts, we get too much of it and we stand there and we'll have it. But that don't win you fights sometimes. That don't win you fights.
Don't try and trick people
Yeah.
into thinking that's the type
I'm
of
not
fight
tricking
you want.
someone.
You
I'm
don't
telling
have
you, I
heart.
box to orders, mate, and I beat you.
You don't have heart.
Perhaps if I'd have boxed to myself and my art would have got the better of me, would I have won? I don't know, it could have been a different story, but I boxed to orders. And next time, I will box to more orders and beat you again. That's not a problem. That is not a problem. I'll beat
If
you
it wasn't for
again.
me, it would have been a terribly boring fight. You know
I said, don't take two to make the fight, no.
Yeah, of course it
Alright,
does.
I'm just going to stand there and let you
You're
punch
happy,
me.
you're
I'm going to
happy,
stand there and
you're
let you
happy.
punch me to pieces. I'll be a nice boy. I'll be a lot of brains around me to stand there. What, I'll tell you what we do next time. Do you want to stand toe to toe? Do you want to, listen, I'm asking you a question. Do you want to stand toe to toe next time? Do you want to stand toe to toe?
You don't have it in you.
Do you want to stand toe to toe? I'm asking you, look, do you want to stand toe to
before and you
toe?
wouldn't answer me.
Do you want to stand
I'm
toe
not
to
telling
toe?
you what I'm going to do. You don't have that in you.
Exactly,
You're
I
not
didn't
that
tell you
type
what
of
I was going to do and I beat
You're a
you.
runner.
You told me what you was going to do and I knew what you was going to
You
do.
lick points and you hold. That's what you do.
Thank you very much.
You're boring. Nobody
Floyd
cares.
Mayweather was born as well, so he nicks points and he does. Floyd Mayweather was born, yeah.
He doesn't.
The Floyd Mayweather stands right. The Floyd Mayweather stands
Don't
right.
ever compare yourself.
Do you? Oh, you do. You said that you beat Floyd Mayweather. Your dad said you beat Golovkin.
I never said-
Golovkin
I
would
never
destroy
said-
me and you on the same night. How about that? Hey? He's the only man I know who can beat Golovkin. He's better than Floyd Mayweather Jr. Did you not say you're better than Floyd?
No, I did not.
Did your dad say that?
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Hang on, can anyone, who heard that? Who heard the interview once? Can someone, come on lads, be honest. Did you hear that? So don't lie to them, tell them the truth.
My father said that.
No, listen. Here we go.
To be as big as Floyd Mayweather.
No, you are going, this man
That's
is
the
going to
goal.
be bigger than Floyd Mayweather Jr. He said.
That
Let me
doesn't mean
tell
I'm a
you.
better fighter
Ah,
than
mate,
him
come
now,
on, listen. Wake up.
Don't twist the
Wake
words.
up, we're in Islam.
And that's
Wake
the goal.
up. We're not on Las
That's the
Vegas.
difference between me and him. He's the type of fighter, he looks at a fighter and says, no, I can't beat him. I couldn't beat Gennady Golovkin. He'd knock me out, he'd smash everybody in the same night. Me, I don't care who you are. I will find a way. I'll think of a way to beat you and I'll go into the ring.
Peter, you didn't do that on the
You're not a
29th of
champion. You're
November
not a champion.
2014.
You're not a
Because then
champion.
you would have been set here the winner. You didn't think of it then, did you? Because you said you'd either die to defend your own. And Frank even said on the table, don't say that. Frank, did you say that?
I'll defend my record.
Thank you very
That means I
much.
don't
Hey,
give up.
listen, yeah.
I
Well,
don't give
I'll
up.
beat you, man. I'll beat
I
you.
don't give up.
I'll beat you. I'll beat you. You can't handle defeat, mate. You're a very bad loser. You're a bad
I've got the
sport.
loss on the record.
Yes, you are. Thank you very much. End of story. You've got the
Nobody's
loss on your
disputing
record.
that. All I'm saying
Listen,
is,
you just said,
a lot of the public think you didn't win, so let's get the rematch.
all right, let me ask you one question, people. I want the truth. If you think I lost now, right, I know you were here to do a job. Put one hand up if you think Chris won the fight.
This is not the public.
Thank you very much. Right, who thought I won the fight? Thank you very much, people. Thank you very
Jim,
much,
stop
Colin.
sitting on the fence, you're
Cheers,
an
mate.
half, I saw it.
Cheers,
You
mate.
went like that, you want me to call it?
Thank you, lad.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
It's got to be a draw then, Jim.
2 or 3 rounds, medically.
Listen, Mayor, listen, if my granddad had a pair of balls, she'd have been my granddad, but she hasn't.
And that's why everyone was a single rematch, because there's so many question marks. You know, it's what if, you know, oh, did he win, did he win? That's why everyone wants to see it. So that's why we should give it.
Listen,
That's-
don't worry, I will give it to you, mate. I said, but you got to wait and earn it. You got to fight somebody now to earn your shot. Like I had to fight. Listen, I had to fight back to back. Listen, the Australian come over, unbeaten Olympian Australian. I had to fight him for the Commonwealth. Then I had to fight Nick Blackwell, John Ryder, Spike O'Sullivan, all them, all undefeated fighters. The only undefeated fight you've boxed is me, innit? And you got beat.
I've got the title.
Exactly. The only undefeated fight you boxed is me, and you got beat.
I've got the title.
You got the top, mate. I don't want that title. I don't want that. That's.
You always talk about the public.
Of course I do. Listen, I'll give the public whatever they want. I've already give it to them.
Let's do it.
I already give it to them. But now I'm cashing out. If you were in my position now, Chris, yeah, you said to me, when I beat him, I'm moving on. I'm not giving this guy another chance. Did you say that?
I never said that.
You did.
I never said I won't give you a rematch.
You must be brain dead, mate, because you said that. You did. And matter of fact, did they want a rematch clause in the contract? No, exactly. That's the reason why. You didn't want a rematch clause in the contract. Frank wanted a rematch clause just in case we had a clash of heads, something like that. But you said no rematch clause. Right or wrong?
I don't make the contracts.
Well, you don't make the contract, but there's your answer. They didn't want no rematch
Any man
clause.
can
But
give
I'm
him a
still
rematch,
willing,
I'll give him a
listen,
rematch.
Frank said I'm still willing to tell him I will give him a rematch, but on my terms. I'm cashing out first, what I've got to do and what I've got to get. Then you will have a rematch when I'm good and ready, on my terms. If not, you can walk away and find someone else.
What do you mean by cashing out? I'm confused.
I'm getting a lot of money now, a hell of a lot of money. A lot of money to step aside.
You're not
Money.
gonna get more for this fight.
Listen, let me tell you, a lot of money to step
So you
aside.
saying you
They're
can't-
not, listen, then also if Andy Lee or Peter Cullen, it's a 50-50 split with me and Lee if Lee wins. And we've already got a sum to go to America, to the States. So it's a lot of money, mate.
Not more
Yeah.
than this.
Well, it probably is more than that at the
No, it's
minute,
not.
yeah, because I thought I ain't made yet.
No, it's
So
not.
that belt don't mean nothing. Listen, you know if I boxed you, that belt wouldn't be on the line. If you want to box me, I'm not fighting for that. I want to embarrass myself. Look, listen, that belt's no good. That belt is no
You're
good.
worried
to
about
fight.
the money.
We're not worried about
Money
it. Listen, I'll
comes
tell you
with
what to do.
the value for this
Listen,
belt.
when we fight, let me tell you one thing. When we fight, we don't need a belt. We don't need a belt to fight.
That's right. Listen,
Exactly,
I-
because it's last time that you said to Frank had to pay people to step aside and what else, for you moaning about the British title, like you was actually going to win. You was worried about my belts last time. Worried about you wanted all 3 belts on the line.
Like
Did
I
he say
said,
that, Frank?
I don't make the contracts. All I care about is the fight.
No, well, you should have a say. You're a big man now, so you should have a say in your own boxing career.
All I care
Yeah?
about is the rematch.
Well,
Whether
not a
there's belts
problem.
on the line
Well, if
or
you
not.
care about it, you best not get beat, son. Yeah, you best not get beat. You best keep winning. So you best keep fighting bums. Because if you get beat, whoever beats you takes
exactly
your
why I
position.
don't want you fighting Quillen or Lee, because you're not going to beat him.
Let me tell you one thing. I've earned my right to get there, mate. So I will fight them, and I promise you this.
sure-
Listen,
I'm
you
sure
told me I
you
wouldn't
won't
beat you. You told me I won't. You told me I wouldn't beat you.
You didn't
Did I beat you?
No, you didn't.
You just a minute ago.
Are you about to fight me? No. Do you have a win over me? Sure, but you know that's going to be
Oh, sorry, mate. I didn't know. I've got a win over you, but I'm not better fighting you.
That's
That's news to me.
Chris, you disappointed the Spike fight's not happening, mate.
You know, I don't care about the guy. I don't know anything about him. All I know is that he's obsessed with me. At the end of the day, like I said, it's the rematch is all I'm caring about. And I'll fight whoever I have to fight in between times if I do have to fight.
Would you rather fight a guy you know than an Australian lad you've never heard of?
I'd rather fight whichever one makes sense, whichever one the public wants to see most, which is probably Spike O'Sullivan. He's from Ireland. There's a rivalry there already, so it's a much more exciting fight for the public, for the British public to see. But
If you want that rematch, you best keep away from Spike.
he doesn't have it in him to take the fight.
Is there nothing in the contract? Because the word out of Boston is that Frank, you want a free fight option on Spike if he beats Chris.
Yeah.
So that's why it's not happening.
Well, that's not why it's not happening. Why it's not happening? Because the amount of money they want for it, for the if he were to win, what they want, and it's ridiculous.
Wembley's not big enough for this fight, eh, Frank? Where
No,
is it?
no. It's Wembley's capacity is just under 12,000.
Yeah, so where would you like it to be?
We'd do it in the stadium, in an open air stadium somewhere.
So,
But you're not going to get that on together by the 9th of May. First of all, is because the football season's still on. All the stadiums are all being used by the various clubs. I don't think the season finishes till the end of May. And in the meantime, Bill had a fight since the fight in November. He's been sitting around, and I can't have him out of action. He don't want to be out of action. And he's supposed to have fought, as I said, in the States on the 11th, but he had that small injury, so that stops us getting over there. So that's one of the reasons we put this show together.
Frank, you assume that Bill has his work title shot in July, maybe what sort of date do you think you can
Well, I think we can get it on fairly quickly in the autumn.
September?
Chris, is there a danger with you pursuing this rematch? If we're going to take an eye off the ball with the Aussie, you're going to fight,
I've been told about this guy today, so I haven't had a chance to get my eye on the ball yet. But I never overlook any type of fire. I know this guy's had he's got 30 wins. He's experienced. I don't know what type of fighter he is. I don't know his style, but nothing will ever take my eye off the mark when I have a set fight in place. So I'll be ready.
Bill, you really disappointed that Spike, couldn't make this fight because you weighed in on Twitter telling him, to wait for the rematch.
Well, listen, like I say, Spike's a mate of mine. I'd like to see Spike get the fight. And listen, I step out from friendship and I would say, personally, I think I've been in with both of them. Spike can knock him out. That's as a fan. I would like to see the fight. I would love to see the fight. Because it's a fight I'd be interested in looking at because, obviously the potential rematch with me and him, and if Spike won, I've beat him already. Potential rematch with me and him. So, but I think that they should get together and try to make this fight for the fans for May 9th, because that fight really would be a fight I'd like to sit down and enjoy watching, because I think it's a shame for the fans' point of view missing out on this fight. Not me, but it's for the fans. I'd like to see that fight made for the fans.
You gave him 1 out of 10 for his chicken offer, you know.
Listen, if he knocks Spike out, if he's going to stand and knock Spike, I say, yeah, good performance. I took him 12 rounds. He didn't win 1 round when he boxed me. So, he's got a lot really to step up, and there's a bit more pressure on him as well, because, I think that the only really way he can benefit and get, people pat him on the back for Spike is if he knocks Spike out. And Spike's a tough man. But listen, I think Chris, deep down, I think that his management team knows to stay away from Spike at the moment, I think.
Brandon, is there any chance of resurrecting it, do you think?
Well, but they know what the terms are and what we proposed, and they're very, very, I think, fair and generous. It's there if they want it. But, in the meantime, we've got to move forward with what we've done. I can't sit around and wait for them. At the end of the day, Chris is a champion, not Spike. He wants a shot at the title. He's got his opportunity to do it. It's as simple as that. Are there any more questions? Is everybody good?
Are you going to the other
Originally, yes, that was the plan, but now that I've been told I'm fighting on May 9th, that's kind of one of the big spanner in the works. So, obviously my training camp should be over here, which is, it's a huge shame. We'll see.
We all done? Thanks very much, thank you. We'll be announcing Bill's opponent later on this afternoon.